What is up, A team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day, or not, depending on where you're at, but I hope it's awesome. Yes, we're back at it today to talk more about some crypto, to talk more about where the markets are at. Obviously, talk about where the market ended off after yesterday. And to be honest with you, it's been kind of crazy. The last couple hours have been nuts. And yeah, it's just been kind of crazy, to be honest with you guys. So you, And sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties getting into this. So, but let's say before I jump into this, dude, let's say what's up to Moto, Richard, Z Goals. What's up, guys? Good to see you guys. Devin, we got Mauricio, Dangerous Day, Pipeline. Good to see you guys. Billy, Cool Cats. What's up, man? What's going on, guys? Josh Taylor, we got Tony Punch in the house here. Realize Ian, Tim Shea. We got Tim Shea in the house here. What's up, man? Crypto Keeper Joel. Evan, what's up, man? DP, good to see you guys. Yeah, so I talked about shorting the market today. You should probably, if you want to enter your shorts, I mean, I think that we'll go over the things here. Probably around 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is probably the most ideal. That's probably when you want to make the decision as to when you want to short the market. I'll give you there's two things that can actually happen, and it's hard to predict. But the jobs reports came in today. The jobs reports were strong. Usually, when the job reports come in, markets are a little rough. But so far it's actually done pretty well. So when it comes to shorting the market, though, it will show you the long-term indicators out there as to where the market could end up here, whether that's a couple days from now or whatever. Yesterday completely derailed anything that we had going on with our indicators right now. But yeah, like I said, 1 o'clock today, Pacific Standard Time, so that's 2 hours from now, will really give you an idea of where it's at right now. I did enter some shorts here. Probably jumped the gun just slightly, to be honest with you guys. Probably jumped it just slightly. There is one indicator on the XRP chart that I want to show you as to, a little bit of a red flag. Like it could definitely go positive. So make sure if you do set any leverage trades out there, you're actually setting them to where you're not going to get liquidated. So we'll talk about that as well. But let's actually jump into this right now. Like I said, we got a lot of things to uncover here today. Market jumped back, still 326 trillion right now. Hasn't really done a whole lot, up 0.39%. We had the massive rally, or a little bit of a rally, massive dip, and then we bounced back nicely, dude. I closed my longs. I had a long position on XRP. I closed that, made really good money off that, made really good money off the shorts yesterday. And so far, so good in terms of where we're at right now. Now we're just playing with some house money. And yeah, things are looking good. Which event that has no real effect on crypto? How do we even consider that? Like we got pulled down because of a breakup? Yeah, you can't predict that. That's literally like the hardest thing to predict. So now it's just a matter, and it completely. And what happened was it completely screwed up our indicators. Now they're kind of jumbled up. It's kind of hard to read where they're going to go. So you're kind of sometimes throwing a little bit of a dart at the board and hoping it sticks to some degree. Indicators are there to give you some kind of pathway. It doesn't mean they're 100% always right. It doesn't mean I'm going to be 100% always right. I'll tell you that right now. But I think long term, in the next week, we should be in the red based off of where charts are going to be. Probably going into next week, we have rate cuts coming up here in 2 weeks from now. Rate cuts are probably trending to be the day. So June 17th, I think June 17th and 18th is probably going to be the day where we can see a little bit of a turnaround. You can see right now, this is where the Dow looks pretty good today. NASDAQ's up 271 points, S&P 500 is up 66, and the Dow's up 426. This is great to see. Like I said, U.S. payroll increases 139 in May. That's more than expected. Unemployment at 4.2%. So like I said, for some reason, markets usually react opposite of that. So kind of shocking that we're in the green today. You can see right here that the too late at the Fed would cut. We could greatly reduce interest rates, long and short, on debt that is coming due. Biden went mostly short term. There is virtually no inflation anymore. But if it should come back, raise rates to counter. Very simple. He is costing our country a fortune. Borrowing costs should be much lower. So you have him coming out basically saying that he thinks we should lower rates. I think we should lower rates. I've been saying lower rates. I think I've been saying lower rates for quite some time. I think a lot of us want rates to be closed or at least lowered. Again, this is kind of crazy when you see this. The headline numbers exceed expectations by a pretty good margin, to be honest with you. So there's those right there. Let's see here. Yep, it's chipper. Do you think crypto market will ever decouple from the stock market? I don't think so. No, I don't think so at all, dude. I think the event. I think it's going to run with the Nasdaq. It's going to run. It's always ran with the S&P 500. You can compare Bitcoin and all of them to the S&P 500 and the Dow. I mean, I think it's going to always be together, dude. Just personal opinion. Cut equals bull market continue. Yeah, we get a rate cut, dude. It's going to be wild. I think it's going to do really well. This Musk Trump stuff is hilarious. It's like watching Idiocracy. That's actually a really good movie, by the way. That's actually a really good movie. Um, just to throw that out there. But yeah, this thing was unplanned, unexpected, and we'll have to kind of see where this goes. Like I said, you know, if you're going out there and shorting the market or anything like that, just beware. You know that hold your liquidation prices because this could go up, and I'll show you right now. So we have XRP right here. You can see this is where it gets a little finicky for me because we were on a pretty much a dead set to where the 12-hour was going to reset. Let me move Ian out of the way here. You can see on the RSI, we were dead set to have this reset. Like there was no question this was going to reset past the 20% marker. So we come down here. That was what the whole goal was. This came down really hot. And what it did is it created this massive bounce back. And this bounce back right here is what we're seeing right here. And so that's kind of where a lot of this has become an issue for me, at least, is basically what we thought was going to happen is not going to happen. And so that's kind of where it throws it off here. So where I was saying is that last time this came down to hit the 20% or the 50% marker on the RSI, we had a nice little bounce back here. You can see right over here, it came down, hit the 50% and bounced back. We're kind of looking like the same trend right there. Boom and boom, right? You see both these right here. I don't know if you guys see this. There's one here and there's one forming right here to where this could be a bounce back. So again, if you're going to put a short in here, be careful, right? I mean, just be cautious with it. It's a risky move to put anything in, but I mean, right now we could have a bounce back up to this fair value gap of 22. We could come back up to 25 right here, which is right at the 382 level. But there's a pretty good right at the 220 marker right here. You can see there's a lot of resistance at the 220 marker. So just be careful if you're doing that because we could bounce back, which again would cause about a 20, almost about a, let's see, kind of bounce back right here. Almost same level. Let's just put this back up here. Bounced up about 8%. So, if you're saying, okay, from where it's at right now, we're actually at this level right here. We bounce up 8%. That could put us back at roughly 235. So that would completely liquidate any short that you put out there. So if you put a short in, just realize it could only be for a short term. Like, I mean, I'm talking like a couple hours, maybe 5 hours. You have to really play the market here to see where it's at. I think right now I'm slightly ahead on my short. Actually, tell you the truth, I'm actually a little bit down on my short right now. My Solana's up right now on my short that I did. So again, I'll have to monitor these closely to see where they're going to go. Probably by 1 o'clock today, we'll have a really good indicator as to where it's going to go. Because you can see the 4 hours working its way up here. And usually, like I said, I mean, let's see over here, this got rejected almost at the 80% line. So, we did really good right here. We'll see if this can actually continue upward. And even if it does go upward, maybe it gets rejected at this 80, like we saw here, and then comes back down. But you got to really gauge that when it comes to the 4 hour as well. So that's kind of where I'm looking at with XRP at least right now. Like I said, a little bit up. I'm a little down on my short for that. Austin, how's the yacht going? And been any more Diddy freak-offs? I don't know about that. I think Elon is right, but who knows what concessions Trump has. Yeah, just the whole thing is kind of crazy. I mean, we do know that Trump came into office saying that he was going to make the biggest tax break in the history of our country, right? So to do that, you got to obviously spend some money, right? I mean, we're talking trillions of dollars, and that's kind of where the big, beautiful bill comes with. So, some people could argue against it because we're adding to the debt ceiling. And then there's obviously everything else, right? We don't want to raise rates. We don't want to, have more people spend money and so on and so forth. So it's like a double-edged sword. And I don't know who's right or who's wrong. And I don't know necessarily if I care at this point. Because all I care about is that when I put money into the markets, that there's a potential for me to make money. I know that sounds a little selfish, but at the end of the day here, I can't get involved. Who am I to say what Elon and Trump are going to do, or not like my words will ever convince them otherwise. So it's just like, hey man, I'm just going to try to find entry points, and I'm going to play the market as best I can to put food on the table for my kids, and try to live my life doing the trades that I can. So I'll just continue to focus on what's in my control and kind of just chuckle at what's going on over there. And like I said, big beautiful bill pass, boom, boom, we're looking good. Interest rates cuts, boom, we're looking good. Do we spend more money and cause inflation and cause our out of control spending to continue? I mean, we've been doing it for the last 40 years. Definitely got off the rails in the last 25 years. At the end of the day here, we got crypto right now. Crypto seems to be the hedge against our dollar, and that's where my focus is. So yeah, not reading my dono is diabolic. I'm addicted to H-bar bag in preparation of an ETF. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea, dude. I'm referring to my Canary Capital H-bar ETF. The mandatory headline is July 10th. Is that what it is? July 10th now? Okay. July 10th is where it's at. July 10th is where it's at. Let's see here. Oops, let me get over here real quick. I got to get back in my thing. There we go. Boom. Eamon Austin, The Mind of a Trader. That's kind of where it's at, dude. I appreciate you, Ian. Thanks, man. All that to say, Trump's team is aware far more, and I can't see he's absolutely wrong. And I'm like I said, I don't think that like Trump hid his agenda coming into this election. I think he was pretty straightforward with his. I think everyone's kind of knew what the path forward was. Like, I knew that there was going to be a big tax bill coming up here, and it does kind of undermine the whole Doge thing. But I think the Doge thing was kind of like, hey, we're going to have all this spending over here, but there's a lot of these other departments out here that are just not using the money how they should. So yeah, DC is a sausage making swamp. Yeah, that's true, Joe. I mean, you're right. Elon definitely is head and shoulders over everyone else in terms of probably being smart, and it's probably not an easy thing to be in the political environment that you're in, because there's zero rationale. I mean, it's all an agenda based, and so when you try to rationale someone else's agenda, it makes it really hard. So I would agree with you on that. That's a good point. He's putting an end to the Federal Reserve note. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's the first time he what does he call her, Pocahontas, that he agrees with Elizabeth Warren on that? That's kind of crazy, dude. To eliminate the debt ceiling is kind of scary when you think about it. I mean, basically, hey, dude, we'll just keep printing money and who gives a shit? I mean, just eliminate the debt ceiling and call it a day. And that's kind of like where it's at. You're like, oh man, that's kind of crazy. Government spending is the root cause of the debt, no tax revenue. Yeah, that's what it is. It's simple accounting. I mean, if you don't have enough money coming in and you have all this money going out, you're going to go bankrupt. I mean, just like us at home. I mean, if you're spending more money on your daily goods versus the money coming in, how are you going to survive? That's basically where we're looking. That's what we're looking at here in terms of just the America. So may as well print our own money at home with no ceiling. That's kind of what he's saying, dude. I mean, that's kind of what's happening. RPM. Yeah, my bad. I kind of I get there's a lot of people out here that don't like Elon. I think Elon's actually for. You can say whatever you want about Elon. I do think that he's just. They all have their opinions, man. Right? We all have our opinions on this, but I do think that he's trying to save humanity. That's his goal, save humanity. So he's trying to play that role, and sometimes that can hurt. Amen. Yeah. We have a king. If you want one, his name is Jesus. It's up to you, though. Yeah, you could look at it that way too. Yeah, and as long as you focus on those things, you're good. So, as you can see, XRP is there. I told you guys the reasons here. So, you can see over here the 4 hours coming down slightly. Like I said, I think when I put the short in here, my goal is to get down to 214. There's a nice little fair value gap right here, but this could extend up here, at least hit this 80% line in this next 4 hour. The next 4 hour comes over at 1 o'clock today. So 1 o'clock PM. So we could see where this next line goes here. You can usually see that it has a pretty big jump. Usually it goes from 60, like this one's at 65, 63 and goes up to 75. So we're sitting around 60. So this could go up to 7. It could almost probably hit this line right here based off this next 4 hour. And it's right now, it's going to probably 1 o'clock is going to be the tall tale of this whole thing. Same with Solana right here, right? Solana, probably will hit above this 80 marker right here on this next 4 hour, and then probably be a little over purchase. The 12 hour though is kind of like, we were on a nice upward path here, but it's down, it's coming down. Where I'm concerned is the weekly, dude. The weekly is telling us that we're gonna trend downward. Usually, like I said, it could do something like this where we trickle out up here, or we do anything like this, but this has already passed over the 80%. And usually when it passes over the 80% on the weekly, you can go back and look. Anytime that we get above the 80% mark on the weekly here, let me zoom out on here. And I'll probably have to go to a different sol because for some reason this doesn't extend out to, well, I guess it goes out to the 21st. Yeah, the 2021. But you can see anytime that we get above here on the weekly, we do come down. So even here, right? I mean, this come down sharply. So I'm saying that we're actually going to probably trend downward to some degree, right? On Solana. So this might look like, okay, yeah, it could bounce around for a couple of days, couple of weeks, but the long term is saying that we're going to probably continue to come down, right? Whether that's into, 240s, 230s, it doesn't really matter. We can see right here, this last fall in the weekly chart came down roughly about, 32%. So if we're already saying that it's going to come down roughly about the same, 32% puts us at roughly 128. So, you know what I mean? And that doesn't create a new low. That just creates a new building block to try to get to the next level. So, we're talking probably that's where we get our next leg up. But, to each your own on how we view these things. Circle IPO is insane. Ripple, yeah, talk about that, dude. Like, where did that go? I just had that up here. Right here. Sorry. This is crazy, by the way, dude. Circle stock climbs, quadruples IPO price as Bitcoin regains. Like, dude, the Circle IPO is insane right now. Around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, Circle reached a high of $123.51, just 49 cents shy of fully quadrupling its IPO price. The stock is already trading 44% higher than its $83.23 close at its current price. Absolutely insane to see. This is great for crypto, by the way. I mean, you want to see this kind of stuff. And what do you think happens? Wow, they see the success in Circle, and boom, now you see Gemini now files to go public following Circle's smashing IPO. So now you're going to see this massive rally for IPOs when it comes to crypto-related businesses. Ripple, Gemini, all these other companies could be coming out and seeing. Going public is just going to raise so much money for these companies. These people are going to be billionaires. They already are. Millionaires in terms of the twins, who own Gemini. They're already, 100. I don't know. I don't know if they're billionaires, but I definitely know that they're pretty good in terms of millionaires. And this might put them into the billionaire market. My jaw was on the floor. Yeah, I was flipping wild. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I tried to get in and got rejected. For what? Oh, for the IPO, dude. That's kind of sucky. Buy order for XRP still holding at 188. Hey, there you go, Inca Sand. And it very well could happen. Like I said, I don't know exactly when it's going to happen. I guess this is tough to see right here because there could be a nice little increase right here. So you got to be careful here. There could be a run, back up to fill this fair value gap at 222 and then hit this 382 before we take this next leg down. But the weekly is looking really good. You can see right here, the weekly is actually looking really good for XRP. And so is the daily. The daily's at the bottom. The weekly's at the bottom. And these are actually looking really good. When we come down to this area, we usually tend to do very, very well. But this could come, like I said, the goal is for it to come back down. Like I said, I'm only thinking like coming down. I think my goal was I think I said 214, I think is where my fair value gap is. So, short to 214, then long end again. And like I said, the best thing you could probably do is probably wait if you don't want to play the game. Like, we're just playing the game because it's like, hey, let's get in, let's play the game today, have some fun, put some parlays in. That's how I look at it. But if you're trying to like really put some money in on it, I definitely take a deep breath, be patient, and try to find an entry point here after these indicators come back around. These indicators have got a little jumbled up because of yesterday's event. So what's your guesstimation price for Monday, June 9th? Well, it depends on how the next, like I said, I think that these events this week have kind of made it hard to like really predict. Like I said, I think that I was on a pretty good path that like, hey, we're coming down. And I still think this 12 hours coming down, except there is a trend over here where we bounce back up, right? We came down and then we bounced up here. So like, you got to be careful of that, right? This indicator that's telling us that there's a potential for this to actually bounce back. right now we're kind of we're kind of in this area, and I don't know exactly how it's going to work out. I'm gonna be honest with you. Before yesterday's event, we were slowly working our way down. I would have told you 100% that this was going to go all the way to the bottom, which is kind of where I was at. And it's still going to come down. It's still, this 12 hours still going to come down to the bottom here. It's going to reset at some point, just like it did here. It just could take roughly, let's see, this bounce back. This bounced back on April 26th and peaked out on April 28th. So it took 2 days to bounce out. So even if we have a bounce back today and into tomorrow, and like my shorts get wrecked, and I'm like, okay, that's a bad short position. Then I know that this is eventually going to reset back up at the top here above the 80% mark, and I'm going to short it again. So yeah, I might miss the opportunity here because this might go back up like this, and I might lose some money. Put my stop loss in. Like I said, I'm going to put some stop loss in and maybe lose like $100 on my short if I have to. Because I made a bad call or whatever it might be. I'm not going to lose all my money on it, but I am going to continue to watch it. And if this bounces back up, I know that if it goes back above this 80% mark, we're going to come back down. It's going to happen, just like we did here. It's not going to continue up all the time. So it will come back down. And at that point, I'll feel a lot better going, yep, I know I'm going to short the market. So Austin, do you ever get tired of talking crypto? No, not really, dude. No, not really. I think I have fun. I don't have no one else to talk to about it. So you guys are really the only people I talk to about it. No one else that I hang around, in my family or, anyone that I hang around with like talks crypto. So you guys are kind of like my crypto family. So I come in and let out, like, I might not talk about it for like 8 hours. I'll be thinking about it, texting about it, being in Discord talking about it. But then like, this is kind of my relief to come talk to you guys about it. So when do you expect ETH to start tanking? ETH is another one right here. ETH is already starting to work its way down. 12 hours working its way down. I said to short ETH this morning. So I don't know if anyone jumped in on that short of ETH. You can see the day charts at the bottom, and the weeklies where, again, we're already over purchased on the weekly, dude. We're going to be coming down. Like, we're coming down, dude. It's coming down. I don't know what else to say. We're gonna start working our way down here, and that's what I was saying. Like, we're playing around with Pepe and stuff like that. Like, Pepe, look at this on the weekly. Weekly's already over purchased, dude. Last time the weekly was over purchased, what happened? Boom, we came down. Last time the weekly was over purchased, boom, we came down, right? And continued down further. So we had this little bounce back right here. But I'm just telling you, and Pepe is a hard one, but it's been easy for a lot of people. This is coming down. Like, we're going to start coming down here. We don't have trends where this continues to bounce back up. Like, this is coming down. So I'm shorting it again, and then this could bounce around. This is a weekly chart right here. So let's go back to the daily. The daily's at the bottom here. So there could be a chance where this works its way back up and fills this fair value gaps up here. You know what I mean? And then continues to work its way down. It's not like it's just going to continue downward, because this eventually will bounce back up too. It's not like it stays at the bottom forever either. So this is another indicator where, again, shorting Pepe today could be a risk, because if you short it, this could have a chance to bounce back up here into the 11s, if not the 12s, and then work its way back down again. You want this. This is going to eventually recover at some point. This day chart's going to eventually come back up here. 12-hour is coming on its way down right now, which again, that could be the reason. But just realize that this could be working its way up. Something like you see right here. Look at this trend. Let me get the comment out of the way right here. You can see right over here. You got down, up, right? You got up. Or sorry, you got up, down, right? You got this right here, up, down. It could go back up. So be careful if you're out here shorting Pepe. It could be a short and then have to go into a long. So something just to prepare for. But overall, like I said, the markets are telling us that we're definitely on the weekly side over purchased. So this could come back down slightly, and reset here below the 20% marker, which is typically what happens. In all reality, that's kind of what happens. The great thing about HBAR or about XRP is at the bottom here still. Like, this is where this is like really bullish right here. So really be careful if you're shorting XRP right now. And I think I'm actually back in the profits on my shorts. Yeah, see, I'm back in the profits. So as much as it's like you can already see here, I'm at plus $67 and plus $15 for my shorts on these right here. And these are just things, like I said, it might be short term. I might only have this short in here for another hour. You know what I mean? And I'm willing to take like a $50 loss to watch this play out. But right now I'm in the green. Things are looking good. I'm going to, obviously hold on to this and see where the markets goes just for fun, right? This is straight scalping right now. I told you guys that in the Discord. Like, anything I throw out there is like we're straight scalping at this point because the indicators are so messed up right now. And everything that we thought was right, it got completely obliterated yesterday. So if you're throwing things in there, you're literally trying to scalp the markets. That's what you're doing right now. So my H bar short is on fire, coming down hot. Yeah, that's good, dude. I mean, that's kind of where it's at. We can see then these things will bounce around. Like Ethereum's coming down. Like we're just looking at Pepe. Pepe's coming down. And I'll tell you the truth. I mean, I put a Pepe short in, and I mean the Pepe short's not doing too hot. My Pepe short's not doing hot at all. I haven't looked at it here in like an hour. Oh no, I'm back. I'm 63. I'm 63 bucks up now. So, all right. So my Pepe short is actually up 65 bucks, but it's very volatile, right? I mean, it's going to be up and down, up 48 bucks on that short. So my shorts are working out right now. But again, monitor these things closely. The shorts are working good. These are just quick things. So, I mean, if anyone jumped in the shorts and I jumped in it, we're obviously in the green right now. So kudos to you guys for doing that, dude. Ripple IPO announcement after SEC case all done. Yeah, it's 100%, dude. They can make so much money right now. Doing good now, coming down hot. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. A-team strong. Yeah, nice. Doing some fishing. You got to throw some darts at the board, you know what I mean? But yeah, XRP at 216.65. That's coming down. You know, that's coming down pretty good right now. Let's go back. Yeah, so these are, you know, and Pepe is a meme coin, dude. Like this is like, you know, I mean, this could bounce back instantaneously just because of like the market, right? So you got to be careful with that as well. Let's go back to XRP here. Yeah, XRP. I mean, Solana is up. I'm up almost $100 on Solana right now. So Solana is definitely taking a toll. I told you guys, I think my level is 4.6 right now for Solana. So Solana is looking pretty good. Let's go to Solana here. You know, the other one too is to look at. I forgot to bring this up was Radium, dude. So I wish I would have talked about this yesterday, and I wish I would have put a short in on it yesterday because this thing was sitting, dude, literally yesterday. Or is it yesterday? Let's go to that, dude. Like this thing was like almost a week ago. This thing was at the top over here, and I was like, man, Radium's coming, and then it came down so hot right here. But Radium's something to continue to watch out to. You can see right now there could be a good bounce back here. The weekly is showing that it's coming down here, but there could be a nice little relief rally for it. So something to watch for along on Radium here. You know, at least getting back into the 230s. You know, there's a nice little fair value gap up here, and since it's been bleeding so hot, I figured there could be a nice little relief rally. The day chart's at the bottom. The 12 hours starting to work its way back up. The 4 hours, you know, working its way up here. I'm not going to jump into it quite yet, but just giving that out there too. I was looking at that one earlier today. So let's jump back to Solana. And again, it's Solana based. It says Radium is the Solana based crypto. So if Solana is going down, obviously Radium is going to continue to go down as well. So you can see here in the last 4 hours, you know, we're in the red. The last 12 hours, we're in the green here. And kind of where I was saying is I think this could come down to like the 4, almost retouch into this like 4.4 area. Let's go to the 4 hour chart on this one. You can see there's nice little fair value gaps in here, right around this 4.8 marker into this right here where it's like the 4.6. And this could come back and hit the bottom too, or hit the bottom of this, come back down on this 4 hour as well. So I'd bring down as being my average. Austin, what is your best indicator to buying and selling? I mean, I take my these levels right here. You can see, look at the level right here at 4.9. There's a lot of volume sitting right here. And so you can see that between the 382 and the 0.5, like there's a lot of movement in here. And you can see that there's definitely, let me zoom out. It's a top heavy over here, but look at that line right there. 147 is kind of the level of support. So this could come down to this in just this time frame right here. The level of support is right around 147. So, you know, I said 146. So it's going to dip down below into this 146. It's going to come down, probably hit the support level because of volume. So I'm looking at volume, support levels. I'm looking at RSI where we're oversold, underpurchased, things like that. And then obviously I'm looking at fair value gaps. And then just in terms of where it's at and as far as a retracement. So like I said, this support level is a good support level right here. It's the largest support level. So it's, you know, the chances of it coming down and hitting the support level at 47 is really good. If I hit 147 I'm up $100 right now at 148.89. If this goes down to 147.89, I'm almost like $300 up on my leverage. If this goes down to 146.89, which is kind of where I'm projecting, I'm going to be up almost $400 or $500 on my short right there. And that's just a matter of 2%. So looking at the chart right here on Solana, this is where I got my numbers from here, is that, again, I'm not saying over long term, the short's there, but there's could bounce back and be positive. But I'm trying to get it down to this 4.6 level, which is a nice little area of support here. I want it to come down, hit that support level, and then we sell our short. Does that make sense? Taking away the debt ceiling is like giving your family a new credit card. Absolutely true. VP is like depth chart except static. Yeah, it's just basically takes a number across all levels, right? And where that and that basically just creates, to me, like I look at it as support levels. And so you want these to come. These are where like these strong level of supports are. You can see right here. This is a strong level of support right here. Look at all these touches right here. Hasn't came down and hit this level of support yet. So now we finally did, and it's probably going to accumulate here again. It's almost like what happened here, right? Boom, it came down to the support level, went past it, just like we saw right here, went past it, it went past it, went past it here, and then comes up and it kind of finds the support level again. We're doing the same thing here. It's coming up, it's going to come down, hopefully hit the support level and continue down. I don't know if this is going to happen in the next 4 hours, 12 hours, I don't know. But I mean, that's kind of where I'm looking at here from a support level on the 4 hour there. And this holds true too if you zoom in on this right here. So I mean, like, if we zoom in on this as well, you can see that there's another level, and it changes based off where you're looking at, right? So we'll zoom in just a little bit more on this, and you'll find that there's going to be another support level right around. And again, you can see this where it touches this on the 12-hour changes here, but you can see right here that this comes down and hits the 0.5, and it's done it a couple times. So hit the 0.5 there, hit the 0.5 there. And, we'll usually have the same thing here, and then we'll have this fall down right here. It hits about 46, right? So it went all the way up like this, came up here to about 49, which is where this is at, 49. And then it had a little saw for the next 12 hours, came down to 44. So last time this hit, we did the same thing. So just something to consider. We are moving up on the 12, though. This could continue to bounce back up. So we could take this small, like I said, scalp. We're talking a complete swing trade, like literally in and out in the next 4 to 5 hours. Not financial advice. Like and subscribe. I appreciate you, Andrew. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, government spending is out of control. It is, dude. You hope these all go up threefold in an hour. Yeah, and they very well could in an hour, right? I mean, like I said, we're already in the profit zone right here. I mean, shit, I could take the profits right now for Sol, but I'm a gambling man on Friday, and I could take my $85 and call it a day, and I probably should, but we're here having fun today. So, if you're in the profits, definitely, I mean, take your profits, don't look back. It's really up to you on how you want to play your game. And right now today's Friday, it's sunny out, it's beautiful. And I'm willing to play the game today, baby. I still use Coinbase Advanced. The only charting tool I don't have is a fair value gap. Gotcha. What's up, Future Profit? I love trying different foods, but no bug. Yeah, but I'm out on the bug thing too. Count me out on bugs. Are you a day out with your wifey? You killing it right now, dude. I have 6K XRP tokens at an average of 231. Should I sell it if it goes up? I mean, you should definitely find ways to take your profits for sure. I think that's super important to do. Yeah, definitely find ways to take your profits, right? Let's see, where's ETH at right now? ETH is bouncing around right now. It's coming back up and down. It's doing its thing. 495. It's coming back up to 45. This has been pretty volatile over the last hour as well. Anywhere from 15 to 2506 down to 25488. So you can see here on the 1 hour, we're coming down on the 1 hour here. The 4 hour is working its way up. So there's that as well. Different indicator here. The 12 hours, again, this could come back down and reset right here. So this area of support right here could be a lot different. Let's zoom in on the area of support right here. You can see there's definitely a major volume right here. And there's massive support here. But if it falls through this 499 level, look at that, dude. There's no support here all the way down. I mean, all the way down on this 12 hour. And we're talking like 2200. 2200 is like right there on the fair value gap. But like there's not a lot of level of support up here, dude. I mean, the support's down here at 1800. And right now we're on the cusp of this it's like literally on the level of support here at 24. But if it falls through that, dude, I mean, like, you're coming down. There's not a lot of volume sitting right here between this rally right here. So just think about that a little bit when you're looking at this. So that's a pretty scary looking fair value gap in there. So could fall back down to this 2200, which is kind of where I'm at. I mean, I think this could come back down there. I mean, the day chart's sitting here at the bottom. Weekly is at the top. This is what scares me. The weekly's at the top. So ETH is kind of like, I mean, if you're looking for a big one, I mean, ETH is kind of right there, dude. And that's where Solana's at too. Look at Solana, dude. Solana is very much there too. So yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, dude. Let it twerk. Did I say I think I saw Seiko. Did I say Seiko gifted dude, Seiko gifted 10 memberships to the A team. If Seiko gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Seiko. And those 10 new members, welcome to the A team. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Seiko. And yeah, those 10 new members, welcome to the A team. And if you want to jump into that Discord's been popping the last couple of weeks, at least like the last couple of days. I mean, I've been jumping in there a lot more. So when XRP is still worth 1 XRP, I would agree with that. Hey, how I get gifted when I hadn't joined the stream at the time. I don't know. I think it just does it randomly. I don't know for sure, but that's pretty badass if you did. Kudos to you, Curtis. Welcome to the A team, my guy. That's awesome, dude. What's to say? Dude, Seiko coming in hot, gifting 10 more, dude. Seiko, thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. If Seiko gifted you a membership, please say thank you again to Seiko and those 10 other new members. Welcome to the A team. You guys are awesome, dude. Always supporting, always holding it down, dude. It's good to see you, man. I feel like I haven't seen Seiko in a minute. I mean, I know you've been on here, but I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. As soon as I get back to even, I'm done with crypto. You think so, Robbie? You're gonna be done? I think you'll feel a lot better once you get back to even. You'll feel a lot better. You will feel a lot better. So, and you can see this turns around pretty quick. Like you'll look at XRP's back down. Let's go look at my Pepe. I mean, you know, it's at $3 now. So I mean, like this is straight scalping. Like I said, I mean, you have to just be cautious of it. You know, only put in what you're willing to lose here, and if you have time to take profits. More blood, more discounts. Yeah, you can look at it like that. Let's go favorites here. Let's go Pepe. Yeah, Pepe is very volatile, so you gotta be very careful with the volatility of Pepe, dude. So you can see right here that he's calling for 100 basis points. This would be crazy if that actually happens. I mean, honestly, that'd be nuts. This is great right here. I think this is something that I think is super important for crypto in general. Is I don't think that any blockchain out here should be held accountable for their technology. It says crypto advocacy groups urge lawmakers to include a bill to protect software developers in the market structure legislation. So people out here developing blockchains, out here trying to develop technology or software within crypto should be exempt from basically, being, I guess you could say, being sued or being held accountable. I don't know. And I kind of agree. If you're trying to build tech out here, true tech, if you're not trying to scam people and you're out here trying to build true tech, you shouldn't be targeted. Also sold everything last week for half a day and couldn't help but FOMO back in. Future profit. Oh, 808 memes, what's going on, dude? Here listening to you and opening 95 Flare basketball cards. Oh, damn, dude. Trades are doing okay. They're it's volatile right now, right? It's hard to say. Like I said, I mean, my Pepe short is up like $3, like nothing crazy, dude. I think my well, you can see right now my Solana is up big time, right? Almost $100 profit on Solana. My XRP short is up like $5. Like I said, we'll see how this plays out. These shorts could very well get wrecked because I showed you my indicators. So this is like short. I'm playing around in the market right now. These are not long-term shorts. These are very, like, I'm talking 2-hour shorts. I'll probably be entering out of them here pretty quickly unless something dramatic happens in the market because trends are a little messed up from yesterday. And then on top of that, there's some things that could be positive in the market coming into next week. So this weekend, we'll have to sort of see how it plays out. But right now, indicators are telling us that things are mixed. So you're sort of throwing a dart at the board. Richard, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Thanks for doing some overtime in the Crypto 101 yesterday. We appreciate you, dude. Dude, that Crypto 101 was nuts, dude. I mean, we were right in that Crypto 101. I think we had like 8 or 9 people in there. And dude, that's right when the markets took a crap. And like the markets, it was like, holy crap, dude. It was that was a good time. That's a one to remember, by the way. That was a nice class to be in there. I know there was only a small amount of people in there that were going over everything. But that was super awesome to be part of. Like, well, I always look back and be like that one time in Discord, dude, when the whole market took a shit because of Elon and Trump. We'll be able to look back at that one. That's for sure. Dude, that was so helpful. I'm realizing now that I need to learn how to better understand fair value gaps and wish I had asked for Dummies version yesterday. You're good, dude. Fair value gaps are just gaps in the market. That's all it is. Just a gap that gets filled. So I say that all the time. Like the market is funny, dude. It like works in weird ways, but there'll always become a time where when there's a gap in the market, like then in that market like somehow fills that gap. And so that's where these fair value gaps come from. So yeah. And like I said, we're really playing the line right now of this right here on the 4-hour chart. We're playing this 147 line right here. You can see that that's the line we're playing right now, guys. So we'll see if it continues to hit that line here in this 4-hour. We have about another hour on the 4-hour chart here. So hopefully we hit that on this 4-hour. Can we watch and record crypto one-on-one streams? I'm thinking what I need to do, dude, Real Ice Bear, is probably stream on YouTube to members only. And I'll be able then to include that in Discord. So I'll stream in Discord, and then I'll also stream like live on YouTube, but only for members, and then talk about that stuff so that people can watch it on for members only. Been waiting for the stupid deposits to come through. Annoying. Emerald Eagle, are you talking about with a BTCC or what are you talking about? Smash that like button. I appreciate it, man. I'm pissed. I entered the class last night and planned on staying and trading. Then wifey came in and wanted to go on a boat ride. Hey, man, family first, right, bro? That's awesome, though, dude. Go on a boat ride. That's pretty badass. I'm a member now. Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. I'm thinking that too. I want you to get your money through YouTube. Definitely. No, I'm not worried about. That's not what I'm worried. I was doing it because I was trying to think of a way to record it, dude. So that's where I was like, well, how do I record it and like let everyone else watch it? And that's the only thing I could think of. Okay, thanks, Austin. Didn't know it was happening. Sorry. Oh, that's all good, dude. It's my fault. I just jumped in there. I said, hey, does anyone want to jump into Discord? I was just sitting here. Pure Wallet news, dude. Yeah, Pure Wallet. I mean, people requested for the toggle button back, so we're gonna get the toggle button back in there for people. And so that's a big one. And then we're gonna have MoonPay in there. We're working with Pure Wallet's working with a company to introduce the MoonPay and things into the wallet. So hopefully MoonPay comes into the wallet here pretty quickly. That would be pretty badass. So excited about the MoonPay part of the partnership with it. But yeah, Pure Wallet's looking good, man. I'm excited for it. Like I told you guys, they had a meeting with a company out of San Francisco that does real world assets and looking to use a wallet. So I think that's really big too. That has a really good opportunity. I missed one-on-one last night. Oh, sorry, Shannon. Yeah, it's kind of scalping right now, Curtis. What's going on, Sacred Terra? Thank you for the free. Oh, that's cool, dude. Yeah, if you have a free membership, no, I use PionX for their bots for DCA or trailing buys, and they normally let me use funds right away, but not this time. Could have caught that 206. Ah, shoot. Yeah, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry, man. Is all these contracts going to help the price on release? Yeah, I mean, anytime you can provide liquidity for a wallet, family man, it's probably a good thing. Yeah, it's, you're providing liquidity to a wallet, providing liquidity to a project. Definitely think it can help out. Like I told you, I hope when XRP or when Pure Wallet launches that we're at 140. We're at like 4 or 8 cents. I haven't looked at it. Let's take a look real quick. Where's it at right now? We bought at 4 cents. I hope we launch at 8 cents, dude. That'd be phenomenal, right? We got 4.6, so we still have a ways to go. I don't know when it's gonna launch, to be honest with you, but I would like it to get to 8 cents. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, let's get to 8 cents. So we'll see. Oh yeah, I couldn't get. I finally figured it out. Pipeline for the volume. Yeah, I couldn't, for some reason I was like muted and I couldn't get it back online. It was super annoying. So super annoying. But yeah, look at that. Solana up 118 points on the short right there, dude. Look at that. $118 on the short right there. XRP struggling a little bit, up $2 with the short. So we'll continue to ride this one out. We'll see how it goes right now. Let's see. My Pepe is up about 33 right now. So yeah, I mean, so far market's doing okay, right? I mean, like from the short standpoints, I mean, I can close these right now and be walking away with $150, but I'll probably play them out. So anyone that jumped in on the shorts with me, kudos to you for being a little bit in the green there. Definitely protect your profits if you can. Can we transfer the pet coin from Trust to Pure Wallet yet? Good question. I don't know. I mean, if it's an ERC20, you probably could, or BNB. Any of the if it holds the blockchain, then yeah, I think you'll be able to transfer over there. Oh, okay, you did screen record, but no. Oh, sorry, Megan. I still hold Phoenix, by the way. That XRP meme coin. I truly think it will be the next SHIB. I don't care how long it takes. I love it, dude. Up 15% of my cookie short. Hell yeah, pipeline. Get it, dude. I've downloaded everything, did everything I did before, and still can't see my pure wallet balance. When I bought, I could see how many I have. Now I can't get it to show up anywhere. It will show up later on. Vintage Virtue. Did you go back and like attach your wallet? Did you go back in here and like connect your wallet to it right here? Did you go back and do that? Because it should show up right here. If you did go back in and attach your wallet, it should show up. We got Wallet Connect finally. Look at that, guys. Wallet Connect's up and running now. So super pumped about that. I mean, like they dude, Pure Wallet's going to do really well. I truly believe it, dude. I know people don't want to, they can say whatever they want to say about it, but I do think it's going to do very well. I think it's going to be a top wallet. HBAR is looking good. Let's see here. I'm on the wrong one. Let's go to Futures Pro here. Yeah, so XRP is going to be a finicky one, and I told you XRP is going to be a finicky one. I probably, honestly, dude, like shorting XRP right now is probably a tough one to do, and it's a lot to do with what I showed you here. This is why I would have some hesitancy to shorting XRP, is because of this right here. You got this coming down right here, and then you got this coming down right here. Last time we did this, we had a nice little bounce back right there. We almost bounced up like roughly, I don't know, probably 8-9%, which is pretty good bounce back off of this hitting the 50% marker. So something to consider right there. And it's so far, it's already kind of like trying to bounce back right there. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how this plays out. So just be careful if you are going to short XRP, just know that it could bounce, but you could liquidate. You could get liquidated if it bounces back nicely, which is showing that it has that potential based off these two indicators right here, these two timelines. So be careful with that one. Solana is a little bit more clean cut for me in terms of where I want to go with it. So yeah, you can see this nice little fair value gap down here. This 0.5 on the fib is a pretty good line right there. So hey bro, I wanted to get in that class yesterday, but I was in the middle of something. I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably schedule some classes and just I'll just probably put like 10 seats in there. And so like 10 people could come in, and then I could like have, because when it gets like 20-30 people in there, it gets really hard to like talk to people, and so I don't know what I'm going to do. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. 2 to 245 at XRP until third quarter of this year. You think $2 to 245 it's going to stay in there, Tony? Is that what you're saying? Oh no, you weren't asking too many questions, dude. That's the whole point of it, dude. Ask as many questions. You know what I mean? Ask as many questions as possible, dude. I missed 0.006. Damn, XRP is like the underdog that will go into the lead. Why settle for Bitcoin when you can have XRP speed? Like, yeah, low prices are really good, dude. Oh, what do I think? Yeah, I think XRP is going to eventually something stuck in your beard. Lies. My beard is as clean as they come, dude. Yeah, XRP should. I mean, dude, like I told you guys, the day chart is looking phenomenal and the weekly chart is looking phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like when you start to really look at these things, like these things are looking really good. I mean, this weekly is already built out here. Even like last time we had a build out like this where we had a hiccup between like right here at the 35. You can see, let me get rid of the comment here again. You can see right here, there's it went up, the RSI went up to the 33 right here. Last time we had kind of a hiccup like that was over here back in 2021 before the bull run. We had a little hiccup here on the weekly before we rallied again. So, that's why I said you got to be careful. If you're shorting here, you got to be careful because this is probably only going to happen for another couple. I mean, maybe another couple days, if that. And then we're going to start to bounce. Hopefully, we start to bounce back up here on the weekly because we're already trending up here. The weekly on XRP is looking super, super bullish, dude. Same with HBAR. HBAR is doing the same thing here, which is looking really good. Kind of climbing its way back out here. So hopefully we hit something, up in here. That'd be nice to get back up in this area, even in here. So Dogecoin's another one, dude. The weekly's coming down right now, which is why everyone's shorting it. You can see, boom, shorts coming in right here. This eventually will become a really good long position here in the coming. Yeah, dude, we'll probably, damn, dude, look at that. Yeah, it's gonna come down. Yeah, it's gonna hit bottom, dude. We're gonna hit bottom. That's the thing is that we're probably gonna hit bottom. This whole probably June, July, and into August, dude. We're gonna be in a downtrend. So get used to shorting. That's all I gotta say. Get used to shorting. We're gonna try to. It's probably gonna be a reset for the next big build. So I joined the Discord. It shows A team in your face on the left side, but can't get in. No join button. You gotta So hey, bud, if you're gonna join the Discord, I'll open it up here real quick on the screen here. So if you open Discord here, you got to go over to where it says rules. So you open it up, it shows my face right here, A team. Up at the top right here, you'll see where it says to-do list. There's a to-do list right here. Oh, not to do that's the admin. Sorry. It's let me close that. It's right here. It says be safe, rules, etc. You got to go in here, you got to say choose. You got to come click the emojis. So there's these little emojis you got to click to enter into these different places. So that's what you got to do. You got to come in, you got to read the rules, you got to come in, you got to check mark the rule, come check mark this rule so you understand the community guidelines, and then come over here and choose which access you want, dude. Had to run for a few. Did I miss anything? No. Quality typically defaults to lowest option. So yeah, not blurry. Just check YouTube settings. Oh, am I pretty blurry? Yeah, sometimes you got to turn the quality up to like 1080p or something like that. Yeah, thanks RPM. Relative strength index is what it is. It's just basically when the market's over purchased and when it's under purchased. That's basically in a nutshell what it means in like layman terms, pretty much. You want to know like when the market's over purchased in this time. And you can see right now this started to be over purchased on the weekly. So you look at different RSIs based off of different days, and that's how you're gonna do it. So XRP, let's see, ETH is coming back down. So ETH is hovering around there. Solana. I don't like the Sol's down here. Where's Sol? I don't like it. I'll move it up here. So yeah. Oh, it's better. Thanks. Yeah. I'm good, but even better with some green candles. Thanks. Okay, I'll try that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely get over there, Jimmy. So yeah, but you didn't miss anything, dude. Do you think XRP will gradually go up through the years? Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to do well. Absolutely think it's going to do well. I don't think there's any question for me as to what I think XRP. I'm super bullish. I've been super bullish on XRP for years. So they were on the 12, 618. Let's see here. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good. I mean, dude, most things are looking pretty decent right now. Let's see here. Yeah, Dogecoin's in the red. Yeah, I mean, things are coming down a little bit. They're still trying to recover from yesterday. Markets are looking pretty good overall. This kind of shocked me today to see the Dow rallies 400 points. If Trump comes out over the weekend and has a trade deal with China or anything like that, you can expect the markets to do well. So you'll probably have a bounce back. Like I said, indicators can tell us everything, but one word or one something positive from Trump can completely change any trajectory of where we're going. So just be cautious of that as well. That's probably that's the wild card. That's the casino house right there. This cycle is such a joke. Literally shorting mid-cycle is the option. In 2021, you should throw money at any project, hold it for a few days, make money. This time, everything is selling for broke. Yeah. I'm with you, it's good to see you, Justin. I haven't seen you in a while, dude. Hope all is well, man. Trade officials from China and U.S. meet Monday, so there you go. Hope for the positive news. Yeah, it is fast. So what's going to happen if no trade deal happens? I don't. He said he's going to hold off any tariffs until the trade talks. So, yeah, Jacob. So we are waiting to play of the day and check the Discord for it. Well, I mean, the play of the day was kind of, I think I put the play of the days out there already. It was going to be shorting Solana and shorting XRP for at least for the next couple hours. So far, those have been I put that out there before the stream. And then I did take a little degen play with Pepe. Pepe's kind of been, I'm shorting Pepe as well. And, got to play it out here. You know what I mean? I'm up $100 right now on my Solana short, about $12 up on my XRP short, not very much. And then I think I'm up, like I said, on my Those are the plays of the day. I'm up $34 on Pepe short, so nothing crazy, but we'll continue to monitor and see how the markets go here. And again, I'm risking a little bit to make a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Did you say the play of the day? Yeah, sorry, I'm just going over it right now. I've been trying to do it before the stream so we could talk about them on the stream. So I used to do it at the end of the stream, but it was kind of like there's opportunities missed. So I'm trying to like, hey, maybe I'll put it in Discord if I can, and then go. So it might be mixed on when those play of the days are going to be, but I've been trying to do that. So, and again, protect your profits. That's all I got to say. Protect your profits. I might hold on to mine a little bit longer than yours. All of our plays are in the green right now, so protect your profits. That's all I can say. Any thoughts on Brett position? Crunch, thanks so much for the 199 super chat here. I've never even touched Brett, dude. I know that it's a base meme coin, but I've never touched it. I don't even know anything about it, to be honest. It's just a meme coin, so on the base network. So it's really gonna follow that of Ethereum. So yeah, thanks, Crunch Concert Channel. Thanks so much for the $2. Yeah, that's true, Curtis. Better to do it at the beginning and see how it plays out. So far, it's playing out well, right? But we don't know what the markets are going to say. Like I said, 1 o'clock is kind of probably going to tell us a lot. It could be till 5 o'clock today too. Any between 1 and 5, we got to really see on a Friday. It's going to be interesting. Got out of my Sol and XRP shorts, now long in H bar. See, so Zigo's already making his money, right? He made his money off of his shorts. Got out. He's putting it into something else. So kudos to you, man, for jumping out and doing your thing, right? So yeah, Z Goals is on it right there. So I think Z Goals said he copied me on the shorts, so he made his profits and bounced out. Sorry for the queue. What is short and what is a long in the market and what is to get liquidated? No, so yeah, if you want to, I put a link up above. If you're gonna do any shorts or longs, BTCC is kind of where everything I use now. Put a link up there if you wanna join in on it. And really, your whole goal is if you're long in the market, you're thinking the market's going to go green, so you put a leverage trade against it and you long it. If you think the market's going to go down, you put a short. You short the market, and that's really what it is. And then you get based off of how much money you put in there, it's liquidated. Go to waste. I'm in 299. Didn't go to waste. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. You're in, dude. Cool. I had not done the depth. Oh, I haven't looked at the depth chart. No. On my way to Jamaica, Oz, I'm literally checking out 2 months ago, Puerto Rico, now Montego Bay. Oh, Montego Bay, dude. This market isn't giving a clear direction, so I'm stepping away. Yeah, dude. Montego Bay, that's where we stayed for our honeymoon, dude. Love it out there. Love it, dude. But, all right, everyone. It is time now to end the stream. We're up on that hour marker here. We'll go over it one more time right now. I did put a little degen play in on the Pepe right here. For a Pepe short. Again, these are short term. I don't know where this is going to go here even in the next hour. So be careful if you do enter into it because the market could shift on us here. So I got a little one in on that. And then over here on Solana, I'm up about $100 on Solana right now and only $2 up on my XRP short. XRP is definitely something you got to watch out for if you're going to short it. It could bounce back. There's definitely a clear indicator saying that this could bounce back. It could go down, but I mean, a real strong indicator saying it could bounce back and go up to like the 20, 25 marker. So just be cautious of that as well. These are short-term plays. I'll be out of these probably by the nighttime and go from there. So definitely continue to watch the charts and hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. And I appreciate each and every one of you for coming in here. I know it's a little late to the stream, getting on at 11 o'clock, a little later than I normally do. But yeah, with all that, have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you all on Discord. Love you all. Appreciate all the super chats and everything like that. So with all that, we're out. Peace out, everyone.